My first question is to the writers and the director. Saan po galing yung historia?
Relate, ano? Parang di mo alam kung sino
Oo.
ka eh. Kanina sabi ko, Bea ako. Nung nakita ko parang, Enrique na naman ako, may pinupursue. Parang gano'n. Sige nga, Miss. Who would like to, Miss Van?
Actually po, nung sinabihan po kami na magkakaroon ng project si Bea at si Dingdong, ang dami namin naisip na 20 concepts from medyo dark and alam niyo yung kwento, dark na thriller na heavy drama. Tapos noon, one time, kumain kami sa Makati with the rest of the Star Cinema Management. And may nagkwento na parang may sa States, merong isang guy na sumakay ng subway. Sobrang nagandahan siya sa isang girl na ang ginawa niya. Tapos, nung nalapitan na sana niya, pinigilan niya yung sarili niya. So, ginawa niya, para mahanap yung girl, gumawa siya ng website looking for this girl on the subway. Natrinowin niya yung girl, hinanap niya. So, with the help of the entire New York, nahanap niya yung girl. At nagkita sila, nalaman ko na lang to after the fact, nung sinusunod na namin kwento. Nagkita sila sa morning show. Parang gano'n. Di sinasadya. Parang tumiming lang sa kwento namin. So, parang sinabi, what if ganun yung kwento? Kaya lang sabi ko, hindi ako naniniwala na si Dingdong yung gagawa nun, na siya yung mag-put up ng website, etc. etc. Sabi ko, parang feeling ko bata yon, bata ang gagawa nun. So sabi ko, kailangan may ka-triangle to. So sinasabi ko, ano kayang pwedeng kwento na nandun si Dingdong, nandun si Bea, pero ito pa rin ang pinanggagalingan. Kasi we were coming from the fact that technology has very much changed the way we write romances. Dati kasi, di ba, dahil walang technology, kailangan may habulan papuntang airport para masabi mo yung feelings mo. Ngayon, text mo na lang, di ba? I love you, okay na tayo, di ba? So ngayon, parang in a way, technology demystifies romance. So we were saying, you have to work with the fact that technology exists and this is the new world. There's a new way of doing things. So we were saying, what if there is this boy who uses technology to pursue this girl that he sees, a total stranger. And ang iniisip ko nung time na yon, what if rin, it's this boy that forces this man boy, si Dingdong, to grow up. Na it takes a boy for this man to man up. Yun siya. Kaya craft namin siya that way. Kasi marami nagtatanong, bakit si Enrique, ang triangle, bakit hindi ka-age ni Bea at saka ni Dingdong? So intentional yon on our end na isang bata ang ilalagay mo doon. Kasi pag tinignan nyo rin, pag napanood nyo po yung pelikula at nakita nyo yung character ni Bea, isa siyang babae who basically lost her youth kasi her father died when she was 18 and then her mother died when she was 23. So she was basically forced to take care of her siblings. One of them may Down syndrome pa. So ang point of view ng babaeng to, never maaalis sa akin itong mga responsibilidad na to. At ang hinahanap kong lalaki, yung kaya, yung mga responsibilidad ko sa buhay. So very take charge, very in charge itong babaeng to. Kaya po nung nakita niyo siya sa ulan, nagpapalit ng gulong. Di ba? Kaya niya yung sarili niya, hindi siya maghihintay para sa isang lalaki na palitan yung gulong. Na nung nag-usap kami ni Enrique here nung isang gabi, sabi ko, ano sa tingin mo yung nakita ng character mo kay Bea na na-in love? Sabi niya, kasi I'm a boy eh, and she's a woman. And you know, she's in charge of her life. And for a boy who's not in charge of her life, to see a woman that way, yeah, I will fall in love with her. So, yung elements na yun, yung pinagsama-sama namin, yan yung lumabas. Na naglagay kami ng isang lalaki na meron siyang nararamdaman para sa babaeng to, pero hindi niya sinasabi, kasi ang feeling niya, hindi ako ang gusto niya. Okay? Hindi ko siya pinansin for the longest time. And kaya, nung dumating si Enrique, at nagulo yung mundo nila, tsaka lang niya na-realize, kailangan pala may gawin ako, kailangan maiparamdam ko sa kanya na mahal ko siya. Pero kaya nga ang tanong ni Bea dun sa dulo ng trailer, ba't ngayon lang? Kung kailan mayroon ng iba. So, dun talaga nagsimula yung kwento. And as an added insight, meron kasing sinabi yung tito ko sa akin habang ino-observe niya yung isang couple. Sabi niya, alam mo tong lalaking to, mahal na mahal niya tong babaeng to. Sabi ko, paano niyo po nasabi yun? Eh, ayaw niya nga yung babaeng niyan. Kung sino-sinong babae niya gusto niya. Niya hindi, kaya nga hindi niya pinapasukan yan. Kasi yan ang pinakamahal niya. Ay ko, ha? Hindi ko naintindihan yung point of view na yun. Tapos sabi niya, hindi, kasi hindi niya papasukan yan hanggang di siya handa. Sabi ko, paano po pag may dumating ng iba? Sabi niya, kawawa siya. So, doon ko pinanggalingan kasi parang interesting i-take yung point of view ng man. So, hindi lang to point of view ng babae na naghihintay sa lalaki. Point of view rin to ng lalaki na what would it take for this boy, this man boy basically, to grow up. And the funny thing is, it's another boy. So, doon yung nanggaling kwento. Gusto ko itagdag. Sorry, dahil sa...
Baka maiba.
Very well said.
Alam mo, ngayon ako na-enlighten exactly about the story kasi medyo sa press ko, puro mga issue-issue, di ba? Ngayon, no, ang linaw-linaw sa akin ang kwento. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Mami Jo, may next question ka?
Meron pa po. Were you or have you been waiting for the one?
Oh my God!
Each of you.
Personally, then, gano'n.
Naghihintay ba ng the one?
Si Melay
Naniniwala
ba?
ka ba sa the one?
Are you waiting for the one?
Well, syempre po, parang, well, ako, I'm hoping that I will find that one person who's fit for me or who's meant for me and who can be with me for the rest of my life.
Nakakakilig kami, hindi ka celebrity pero you're asked about gano'n. Nakakatuwa, di ba? And you have that moment to share it. Aww.
Kasama ka rin doon, Sir Izzy.
Agadi, huwag na. Saan phone kayo? Parang kala, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Parang may similar question na tayo nung press con. Pero ang sinagot ko lang nun is I think I found.
Oo, kasi he's about to get married. Yes. Ay, si Direk May, ang ganda na sa Direk May. Go, Direk May!
Yes, I found the one. I'm getting married next year.
Is it that? The guy is right there. Ayan.
Hi, honey!
Direk, ano na name ni Honey?
Itago natin sa pangalang Bench.
Hi,
honey!
Miss Van, naniniwala ka sa the one?
Ewan ko po.
Sa dami na
Bakit tinitibay?
sa ganda na nasulat mo sa dami, dapat naman siguro, go ahead.
Yung sinasabi ko nga minsan, siguro hindi siya binigay sa akin para masulat ko itong mga kwento. Hindi, seryoso yun. Kasi siguro pag binigay siya sa akin,
Oo.
papasok ang realidad, hindi siya kasing ganda. Siguro kung saan na nakita yun sa script. Pero tinatanong niyo ako, am I waiting for the one? No, it's more like, if I am the one, I have to prepare myself to be the one for whoever that person
Tayo na nagtatapat hanapin namin. Bata pa pero baka may ibang sagot si Michelle. Si Liza.
As of now, because I'm not really looking for the one, I think when I'm older, probably, I mean, everyone wants to find the one and wants to be happy with someone when they're older. So probably when I'm older.
Si Ken ba can be the one? Aging lang ito yung qualities ni Ken as a person.
He's a really nice person and I don't see why he couldn't be.
Oh! Ilang taon ka na, Beth?
I'm 15, turning 16.
15 lang kita. And of course, may baka may ibang sagot.
Wala. Tagisa ng galing. Hindi, ang sarap talaga pakinggan kapag may nagsasabi na I've already found the one. Sana masabi ko rin yan one day. And I hope he's the one.
Sino? Charing! Oo, naman si Sancho.
Oo. Kasi ampon. Di ba? Daddy.
Oo. Sarap yung marinig
Si
ano,
Sancho,
na
syempre.
I found the one.
Si AJ naman.
Ay, Diyos ko wala.
Sumagot na teacher.
Pag graduate yung panganay ko, saka ako magka-love life. More questions.
Very ka.
More questions? Uplo? At dito si ano? Ayan. Pa-intro ng vlog site, tsaka name please. I don't think he's on. Mic please for him. O yan, pakit-test. Here na muna.
Jude Cartalago from The Modern Scribe. My question is for Miss Vanessa. It seems that a lot of the stories that you've written are geared toward or focused on empowered women. What is it that you're interested in the particular aspect? Not just women, but they are empowered women.
Siguro kasi when I craft love stories, it's one thing that you have to look into what does the man see in the woman. But I'm also conscious that ang nanonood ng love story babae. So ako bilang babae, kailangan mahalin ko yung babaeng character. And I don't really like wimpy girls. Sorry. I don't like wimpy girls. I don't like unempowered girls. I don't like girls na the only reason for their existence is love. Because the truth of the matter is, there is more to life than romance. Lagi ko nga sinasabi that love is the defining human experience, but not necessarily romance. It could be any kind of love, not necessarily romance. So, personally, hindi ako attracted sa babae na lagi nakatanghod sa lalaki, tapos kailangan mapansin siya ng lalaki, nagpapakute siya. Sa akin, hindi. Kasi sa akin, I was discussing this, parang mas nai-interest ako dun sa akala mong ordinaryong babae lang. Pero habang tumatagal yung kwento, nakikita mo yung tapang niya, nakikita mo yung galing niya, nakikita mo yung lakas niya. At ang lakas at galing niya, hindi nanggagaling sa kung kaya niyang ipakita, yung kunyari, or kaya niya magpakute. Kung kaya niya minsan na ipagkait sa sarili niya, kung ano yung gusto niya, kasi mas kailangan yun ng iba. Mas na-attract ako dun sa ganong klaseng characters. So actually, mahirap for me, honestly, it's so hard for me to craft a rom-com. Really. I alam niyo na, pag taga-Star Cinema tanungin niyo, I'm the one who crafts the dramas, ganyan. But for some reason, I get to do rom-coms anyway. So, sa akin sa rom-com, ang importante na kailangan kilala ng babae yung sarili niya. At kailangan self-possessed siya, hawak niya yung sarili niya. Kasi naniniwala naman ako na hindi mo kaya ibigay kung anong wala ka. You cannot give what you don't have. So, how do you expect this person to enter into a relationship when she does not have herself? Which is why, for me, in the love stories that I craft, love is the bonus. Hindi love is the objective lang. Ganun ko siya tinitingnan. Of course, it's not a very popular way of viewing love, but that's me. Sorry.
Yeah, so apart from, I know you as someone who really writes rom-com, and you're probably one of the Filipino writers or screenwriters that I really go for if it's
Thank
really
you
for that particular film or for that particular genre. Who's your your idol in Hollywood? That you
Na writer?
Yes, the writer.
Hindi, ako, sa local sobrang idol ko ang boss ko, si Direk Olive. Sobrang, ang dami ko natututunan sa kanya, just working with her, no? Sa Hollywood kasi, parang, ang nai-interest ako lagi na comedies or kwento, like for example, Richard Curtis, Nancy Meyers, mas ganon, kung romance ha. Tapos, pero, kunyari sa drama, mas tipong Paul Haggis, hindi ako kasi mahilig sa masyadong overt. Gusto ko medyo pull back. And dahil ko na sinasabi, ang sensibilidad ko hindi masyadong Pinoy kasi mahilig ako sa tahimik na pelikula. Ayoko masyadong. Kaya British, very British, very cold. Yun yung ano. So, alam ko hindi siya Pinoy na Pinoy. Minsan lagi akong hinahanapan ng linya na, magbibigay ako ng linya, pero as much as possible, kung kaya mo daanin sa tingin, daanin mo sa tingin. Bakit kailangan mong sabihin? Ganun ako mag-sulat. Yun po.
Okay. I have one last question for you and for Miss Bea.
Okay po. Bakit
You
tayo
mentioned-
kaming magkasama?
No, you mentioned kasi na you don't believe in the one. If you are in that particular position, if you find yourself in that particular position, would you choose falling in love for your best friend or for someone who's totally a stranger to you?
Hindi naman po sa I don't believe in the one. I don't believe in waiting for the one. Because parang it's very, parang it's more you prepare yourself to be the one for someone. Diba? Parang that's what I believe in. yung tinatanong niyo po yung best friend or this new person, it depends eh. Kasi parang feeling ko, ewan ko, kasi kung talagang mas mahal mo yung, kung sino ang mas mahal mo, doon ka. Eh kung mas mahal mo yung best friend mo, dito ka sa best friend mo. Kung mas mahal mo yung isa, doon ka sa isa. Pero ang hirap, ako, kailangan yung panoorin yung kwento.
Oo nga.
Kasi ito lang, sa totoo lang, habang kinakrafty namin, kaya talaga yung writers namin, nagtatalo ka kasi parang pwede kasi siya dito. Pwede siya dito. Ano namang mali kung ito yung pupuntahan ng kwento, 'di ba? So ganon. Parang ang hirap sabihin kung sino. Nakadepende kung ano yung circumstances at kung ano yung pagkatao nung dalawang lalaki sa buhay mo. And ako, inihintay ko yung debate ng pelikulang to eh. Na paglabas mo, tatanungin mo, sino nga ba ang dapat nakatuluyan nung character ni Bea, si Kat?
Same question? Okay. Ako, tama si Vanessa. Is yung love kasi, or romance, ay isang feeling na hindi mo napaplano. That's why it's so exciting. So, depende kung mas mahal mo yung best friend mo or a total stranger. Kami kasi ni Z, based on my personal experience, we started off as friends. Pero parang hindi kami dumaan dun sa talagang ligawan. And until now naman, it's been working. So, para sa akin, maganda na friendship ang foundation. Pero I can't speak for everyone else because yun yung personal na experience ko.
Or may naman, mami, at some point, the stranger becomes your best friend.
Yeah,
Because of
so,
the
yeah.
relationship.
Sometimes may mga...
Oh, yes, pwede rin
Oh,
yun.
that could be a line in a movie. Hindi, but diba, kasi minsan merong instances na yung mga deep-rooted truths or about you na hindi mo nasasabi sa best friend mo, minsan sa isang total stranger, nasasabi mo. So may mga ganong instances.
Spoiler ba to, Miss Vanessa? Sinabi mo kanina.
Wala
Okay, wala
spoiler.
pa. Okay, more questions? Ayan si FPJ.
Hi, FPJ from Manuel Tulet. Question ko is, since kasama dito si Ding Dong, and also, first time mo kakatambal si Ding Dong in a movie. So, how is it like na hindi ka pamilya star yung partner sa'yo for this one?
Refreshing because hindi ko siya laging nakikita. So, noong una, ang concern ko noong unang tinanggap ko tong project na to, yung characters ko sa Best Friends for 10 years. Sabi ko, yung pagiging mag-best friends or yung history, hindi mo siya na-fake eh. Hindi mo na-fake yung chemistry or yung pagiging komportable nyo sa isa't isa. Sabi ko, sana he's as open as possible. Na, para hindi ako mahirapan na, I like to hold him or kahit na wala, just because I feel like holding him. Alam mo yon. So, sana maging open siya. At alam mo, totoo namang naging open siya. And he was very professional and he knows what he's doing. So, alam mo yung I'm not worried na he'd be uncomfortable kung hahawakan ko siya or if I can talk to him a certain way, kahit na siguro yung mga birong nabibiro ko kay John Lloyd, nabibiro ko na rin sa kanya. So, yun, I'm very, very happy na parang pakiramdam ko nag-work naman. And I'm very happy to have worked with someone like him na I always call him the closet geek kasi ang dami ko rin natutunan sa kanya. Parang siya si Kuya Kim, ang dami niyang trivia. But I had fun working with him.
For Direk or Vanessa, I noticed that yung mga recent movies, pati na rin sa, Be Careful With My Heart, parang ang patok na patok ngayon, yung hindi naman yung magkaka-age, kundi yung parang may, rin naman, parang counting generation gap, na it's very effective at nakakakilig. So, was this also taken into consideration in making the movie na gusto ng tao yung parang isa medyo matanda, isa medyo bata, ganun?
Syempre because si Bea has done a lot of movies na. It's also a challenge na what story can we come up with that she hasn't done yet. Kasi if it's a love story, ano yung hindi pa niya nagawa dun sa mga marami niyang love stories na nagawa. Kung love triangle naman, ano naman na magiging different? So it was a challenge really. So when the creative team headed by Vanessa Valdez presented the story nga na the third party is a younger guy, I really got interested and I really liked it kasi sabi ko, it's something new. I mean, coming from Ronaldo Valdez, going to ano?
Oo nga.
to Enrique Hill.
Ikaw na.
So, talagang ano siya, nakita mo na she can adapt, di ba? Kahit kanino pwede i-partner. But it's also, not only, it wasn't because of that factor na parang gusto lang namin ng maiba, yung hindi pilit yung pagiging bata ng third party. Because like what Vanessa explained earlier, it's integral in the story. Dahil she lost her youth and through this kid, she found her youth again. So, malaking, hindi basta, kumbaga parang it had to be someone younger. So, kung hindi si Enrique, it could have been somebody sa age range na yun. Now, it's also, you can say acceptable because we hear a lot of stories. That's why we have the term cougar, di ba? So, parang, yun, hindi naman sa uso, pero it's accepted. And it's done. So parang maraming May December affair. So it's relatable too. So yun yung mga reason lang kung bakit we have this younger third party.
Also, we had to put in the younger third party with a best friend. Si Liza yung best friend eh. Kasi how do we tell the story of the friendship of Ding Dong and Bea without doing a million flashbacks? Parang ganun eh. And so we had to put this guy with his own best friend na very similar yung situation nila. So, kaya critical din yung role ni Liza dun sa pelikula. Kasi yung kwento ni Liza at ni Enrique, may kinukwento rin sila na pag pinagdikit-dikit mo dun sa kwento ni Bea at saka ni Ding Dong, it's the story of, alam mo yun, parang nagkapalit lang sila eh. In a way, mirror images lang sila ng isa't isa. So, hindi lang dahil uso siya. It was intentional on our part that these two people will help tell the story of Bea and Ding Dong without, yun nga, as I said, having to go through a million flashbacks. Yun.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's fall in love with younger men. Charing! More questions. But for the question, we'd like to thank lang our sponsors. Wang Fu Chinese Bistro, thank you for this. Saikosana Color Collection by Tupperware Brands and Goldilocks. Thank you. Okay.
Hello, I'm Ning of ningforyou.com. I wanna know lang, kasi yung Girl in the Rain na video na kinunan ni Enrique sa film is hindi lang siya naging viral sa film, kundi yung sa real din. Kwento niyo naman sa amin, paano in-execute yun? And, yes ma'am, Miss Ning, paano po in-execute yun? How hard it is? And then to...
Mahirap ako eh. Mahirap pag mukha yung sensory. Hirap na hirap sila.
Ang unang preparation na ginawa doon ay nag-aral si Bea magpalit ng gulong.
Pero sa totoong buhay, alam mo, puro ako charred, parang puro ako itim sa mukha.
Madumi siya talaga. Kaya na kailangan sa ulan para yung dumi mabura. Kasi sa tunay na buhay, walang ulan.
Sobrang dumi ko noon.
Talagang siya haggard, hulas na hulas.
Mga ilang oras po na-take?
2 nights.
Wow.
2 nights because it's difficult then to shoot sa rain. And then, actually, swerte na rin namin kasi rainy season ngayon. So, yung second night namin, bumabagyo actually noon. So, meron kaming actual rain. Oo, sakto yun eh. Pero it was difficult because, syempre, di ba, hindi mo pwedeng ibabad sa tubig si Bea. Tsaka, syempre, kung kunwari, in terms of the lighting, syempre, basta madugo siyang eksena. That's why we needed to prepare for it. Technically, and then physically, wala ka pong alcampurado na. Hindi ko pa nabigyan ni Ding Dong ng alcampurado. So, parang, but yun nga, we had to prepare that way. It was a big setup in terms of, parang pag tinan mo nga sa screen, kala mo, ang simple lang niya na magdilim lang na daan. Pero ang totoo nun, walang ilaw dun sa daan na yun. So, inilawan yung buong daan. So, thank you to our DOP, Dan Villegas, na talaga inilawan yun. And of course, parang namin si Bea na sinight namin na, this is going to be yung treatment, parang, isipin mo na para ka nag-MTV, na parang yung mga girls in music videos, pero without being self-conscious. So, parang you're just doing it, that's why she had to train ng pagpalit ng tire, ng gulong, pagpalit ng tire, kasi kailangan natural niya yung ginagawa. Kasi kung hirap na hirap siya ganun, mawawala. Yung focus niya is on the tire.
Tapos sabi ko, habang nagpapalit ako, nagpa-practice ako na magpalit ng tire, sabi ko, Direk, paano naman ako, parang hindi nakakaganda to, promise. Pwede bang yung, ano na lang, yung overheat na lang na ganyan. Makapalit na sabi ko, parang hirap magawin maganda. Paano ako magiging maganda dito? Pero iba talaga yung eye nila. Alam nila na kung ano yung makakaganda. Kaya naman sa poster, kung makikita ninyo, rain din. May rain effect din. And totoong rain din yan.
Sabi pa ni Bea nung nagpa-practice siya magpalit ng gulong sa niya, yung totoo direct, Amazona ba ako dito?
Yung totoo. Hindi pa nabuhat ko yung tire. Pero makap lang yun Hindi talaga ano yun. So, yung kabagaan yan. Hindi ako ganun kalakas.
At hindi biro, it's so tiring, ha? Babe, kasi ganito, may kwento kanina binabanggit na you lost your youth. Tapos, nakita mo yung character ni Enrique. Ano yung major na factor na na-inlove ka sa physically o yung nakita mo sa kanya yung nawala mong youth?
Alam mo, nung kinukwento rin sa akin ni Vanessa to nung story conference namin, ang immediate reaction ko, Bakit? Bakit si Enrique? Bakit ang bata? So, like ako, sa totoong buhay, I can't imagine myself being or falling in love with a younger man, as young as Enrique. So sabi ko parang, mag-work ba to? Kasi baka naman daitin ako sa internet. Okay, di ba? Pero sabi niya, in-assure niya ako na promise, talagang ma-i-love ka sa story, ganyan. Of course, malaking tiwala ako sa kanilang lahat. So I said yes. And then while I was doing the movie, na-share ko kay Direk na, Direk, no, oo nga, tama ka na kaya pala may mga babaeng na-i-love sa younger men is because nakikita nila yung mga nawala nilang pagkakataon to have fun. Like me, when I was 14, almost the same age as Tyza, ang binabibigay na sa aking roles, 21-year-old lawyers, mga ganon. So parang sabi ko, I had fun working with Ken also because alam mo yung nababalik niya yung energy, alam mo yung nakikita mo yung, ang saya pala maging bata ulit. And habang ginagawa ko yung pelikula, parang nagiging bata yung pakiramdam ko rin. So, yun parang to explain also kung ano yung nararamdaman siguro ng mga babae na who falls in love with a younger man. So yun, while I was doing the movie, naintindihan ko sila. Before I did the movie, medyo skeptical talaga ako.
Beautiful. Okay.
Ay follow up po kay Miss Vanessa po. Is there any other way, kasi nasabi niyo po kanina na para mapakita yung independent ni Kat is through yung girlfriend. Is there any other situation or para mapakita yung mga aabangan ng tao na ito pala yung sinasabi.
Independent Kat?
Or empowered women.
Kasi I think that's also one of the reasons why yung character ni Ding Dong backs off eh. A friend of mine told me that guys back off from intimidating women who make them feel like they're not needed. So, kasi yung character ni Kat, ganun, tapos prangka siya, diretso siya, na, ang sabi nga nung isang writer namin si Shasha, dinede ball. si Waki, dinede ball na. Kung nakita nyo kanina sa trailer, sinasabi niya, Tarzan ka, na para ang tingin mo sa babae, parang baging nakakapitan, bibitawan, pag may bago. So, ganun siya kaprangka kay Waki. So, not all men can stand women who can speak their mind. So, she's that kind of a woman. And then, ako kasi ang gusto ko kay Kat, despite all the tragedies in her life, she faces every day with a positive attitude. That's what I like about Kat. Na some people would say, God, why was I saddled with a sibling with Down syndrome? I'm going to have to take care of this person for the rest of my life. Hindi ganun ang point of view niya. Ang point of view niya, blessing to. Makikita niyo sa pelikula, special yung pagising niya sa kapatid niya yun from all the other siblings. May ganun eh. May strength of character and independence si Kat na kung ikaw naglalaro ka lang, nakakatakot. Kasi alam mo, kailangan mo siyang seryosohin. Yung character kasi naman ni Enrique is so brash and so brave na, Kebs, go. Ganun siya ganun siya character, Kebs. Ganyan lang siya. And I think what he saw in The Rain, kasi tinanong rin yata ito ng press con, naabutan ko na lang ito parang, bakit sa ulan nilagay? Kasi okay yung babae nagpapalit ng gulong Pero yung babae nagpapalit ng gulong na walang pakialam kung nauulanan siya, iba yun na parang wala akong pake, kailangan ko umuwi, kailangan ko itong gawin. May ganun siyang klaseng tao na actually, di ba tinanong nyo rin kung si Enrique ba, i-video lang yung babae. Well, you have to watch the scene and how she handles the scene when Enrique approaches her. Na doon mo makikita na, oo nga, itong babaeng to, pag ikaw yung guy na sobrang insecure at sobrang hindi ka sure sa sarili mo, you will back off. Kahit pa mahal mo siya, you will back off. So, it took an Enrique na walang pakialam. It took an Enrique na sobrang carry lang para, alam mo yun, ma-appreciate yung character na yun ni Kat na napaka-independent niyang tao. Yun. Okay na pa yun.
Yes. Having said that, last question na po, kay Miss Bea. How near or far ng ang character ni Kat sa Miss Bea Alonzo?
Malapit siguro. Una-una, yung part na she lost her youth. Parang ganun din ako because I had to work early. Pangalawa, siguro yung pagiging independent. I may not look like I'm independent, but I am really. Promise. Hindi, but yeah. And siguro yung hindi aasay sa ibang tao. And siguro yung pagiging yung hindi nagdo-dwell on problems. Yung kasi every time I have problems, ang iniisip ko na agad, yung bang mangyayari 5 years from now, or medyo may pagkaganon ako, futuristic na yung hindi ako, pagka hindi to nag-work, kailangan may plan B ako. Parang ganon. Siguro kasi, na-form yun, yung attitude na yun, dahil sa pagiging breadwinner ko, na parang I cannot fail my family. So siguro, similar ako kay Kat that way.
Thank you.
Okay, more questions. October 16 po ang Grand Nationwide Opening. That's
Can we
next
stay
week.
you mentioned kasi na prior to doing the role, you had parang calms na baka naitin ka sa internet or online. What particular scene in the film that you take pride in, especially now that you worked with Ding Dong Dantes?
Siguro yung ice cream scene. I was telling them kanina, yun yung favorite ko talaga, yung ice cream scene. Just because... Just because, sa maliit na eksenang yun, hindi namin kailangan mag-flashback. Just because, ang dami niyang sinabi, and it's not something na siguro i-expect mo na maraming masasabi. It's not the dramatic scene. It's not... it's very light. It's very simple. Pero parang siguro para sa dalawang artista na magkukwento through their actions, medyo mahirap siya. And through how they stare at each other, siguro medyo mahirap siya. Because paano mo sasabihin sa audience mo na mahal mo tong tao to without telling him that you love him? Alam mo yun, just through your actions. So yun, siguro doon proud ako. And there was this one scene with Ken, naabangan niyo, towards the end of the movie, na proud ako kay Ken. Ang galing niya sa eksena yun. Talagang, ay ko, wow, meron talaga si Ken. Parang, I'm excited kung ano pa yung in store for him in the future.
Thank you.
Ako din, gusto ko yung eksena sa trailer, yung ice cream. Ang pinanggalingan ba doon, yung bigla kang nanumbat ka na sa kanya. Kasi, nag-trigger. Parang ang saya yung lang
Hindi, medyo malayo sa
yun.
eksena yun.
Beautiful nga, in fairness.
Pero talagang habang dinadub ko yung parts, actually hindi ko dinawin yung buong eksena, but parts of it. Nung pinanood ko yung buong eksena, sabi ko, ang ganda ng pelikula. Doon talaga ako rin, ang ganda ng pelikula namin. Happy ako.
Yay! Okay, siguro we'll limit mga 68 questions and we're good na. Sorry. Okay, more questions. The ladies in the back, not the ladies in the ring.
Hi, I'm Gracie of ismegracie.blogspot.com. I have a question with Miss Bea. You were tagged as the undisputed box office queen. And parang ang question ko lang is, do you feel any pressure every time you release, you have a movie? Because parang lahat ng tao nag-look forward sa movie mo and yung mga lines na bibitawan mo, parang may pressure pa ba kada may lumalabas na movie?
No, I don't feel any pressure right now. Sabi nga ni Janine. Joke lang. Ay, sobra. Every time ipapromote ko to, pag sinasabi ko na October 16 na sa Wednesday, yan na yung pakiramdam ko. But siguro yung pressure, mas lamang dun yung excitement. Excited ako na mapanood ninyo at excited din ako personally na mapanood yung pelikula sa big screen. Kasi meron talaga mga eksena na skip ko. Ayaw ni Direk panood sa akin. Para talagang, yung mga scenes na dong, ayaw niya na panood sa akin. Kasi nga, para matawa ako or matouch ako pag napanood ko. So, yun, personally, I'm excited to watch it. So, you should be excited to watch it too.
Yes, we are.
Level up na excitement natin lahat, ha? She's the one.
Follow-up question lang din. You learned something new with the co-actors that you worked before. No? What are the things that you've learned from Mr. Ding Dong Dantes in terms of work ethics or anything?
Yung Alcamporado ang number 1. Huwag daw ako magpapaula na walang Alcamporado. Nakakatawa kasi yun. Dahil sa eksena namin na romantic. Pero under the radar. So, lumabas ako. Siyempre, nagpabango ka. Diba? Siyempre, parang first time mo siya makakatrabaho. Siyempre, medyo pagod shot ka muna, diba? Pagka medyo 10 years na kagaya ni Johnny, wala nang pabapabango. Pagod shot ka muna first time para mapangalawahan ka. Ganun. Tapos, paglabas ko, parang may familiar na amoy. Parang, naamoy ko yung bata pa ako sa lola. Alcamporado! Nag-alcamporado na si Dong. Kaya pala before the scene, wala pang ulan. Pawis na pawis. At mainit pala sa katawan niya. Aside from alcamporado, siguro humbling din for me na makatrabaho siya. Humbling experience because nga, he's been here for the longest time. Longer than nandito ako sa business na to. And you could sense na hindi niya niladala sa ulo niya. Alam niya that this is temporary, this is not forever. And so, parang he tries to improve himself all the time. So, yun ang natutunan ko sa kanya na huwag paparatingin sa ulo at every day dapat may nagko-promise ka sa sarili mo na i-improve mo pa yung sarili mo. So, yun po.
Laksan pa kaya natin yung chika dyan para mas
oo nga, nakakahiya naman.
Yang-hiya naman kami dito sa Vlog Con dito. Hey!
Nakakabali ka tayo sa kanila.
Ay, bongga yung temporada, pagkakunan tsaka may tuyo. Ay, bongga yun. Charing! Joke. Uy, nakailang ano ka, box office pinapat na, no?
Hindi.
Dalawa. The Miss One more chance. Okay.
Last question na po kay Directo. Since first time po nag-work ni Ding Dong and Bea, nakita niyo po ba agad yung chemistry ng both actors while working the film?
Actually, before we worked on the film, kasi nangyari nun, it's my first full length with Bea. It's my first time with Dong, and first time nila together. So parang kumbaga, we needed to warm up and get to know each other. So we had dinner and then nag-bond kami gano'n. And doon pa lang, parang naramdaman ko na may chemistry ito. It's something that was, and is evident. You'll see sa film na meron talaga silang chemistry. Meron silang, alam mo may future, parang future partnership. Kumbaga sa business, parang pwede maging next business partner niya. Ay, oo. Kasi dati, sinabi ni Ma'am Charo sa akin.
Gusto ko i-share mo.
Sige. Kasi sabi ni Ma'am Charo dati na our mga artista, kailangan, kasi ako before, ang belief ko, yun ang scoring ko. Scoring ko.
Yung paawa talaga.
So, ayun, ano nga yung question? Ano yun, sinabi lang ni Ma'am Charo kasi na before kasi ako, ang paniniwala ko na parang kailangan love team or meron dapat, may something na sila talaga, may pagtingin na sila sa isa't isa. There's attraction para magkaroon ng chemistry on screen. Pero sabi ni Ma'am Charles sa akin, hindi. Dapat yan, kung magaling talaga silang artista, mapaparamdam nila yung love kahit na hindi sila talaga in love dito sa tao. Oo. So ako, na-challenge ako doon na, oo nga, kahit sino pa ng artista ang ilagay mo dyan. Number one, kung magaling silang artista, mailalabas nila yung mapapakita nila, mapapapaniwala nila yung audience nila na in love sila, kahit hindi sila in love. At trabaho ko rin yun bilang director na mailabas ko yun sa kanila. So, parang I would always remind, kasi nga first time, syempre, di ba, getting to know you. And yung mga, syempre yung mga scenes nila, yung first scene nila together, parang dapat best friends na sila, ganyan. So yung chemistry, kailangan talaga ganun agad. And because, yun nga, nakwento ko kay Bea, sabi ko, hindi, if you're a good actress, sabi ni Ma'am Sharo.
Na-ano ako doon, na-inspire ako doon. Kasi totoo naman, all emotions are equal. And it's an emotion, di ba? To be in love. So just like when you're sad, when you're happy, and being in love is a feeling. So dapat, kung magaling kang artista, convey mo yun kahit hindi totoo.
And they did it successfully. Kasi talagang makakonvince ka dun sa film. May maniniwala ka. Kasi they're very good actors na.
Actually, bago nga dumating si Bea kanina dun sa dining table, sabi ko, Direk, Bea is one actress na napupull off any role. Ano talaga? True, sabi ko. And nako-convince niya tayo talaga. Talaga yun ang totoong actress. Ganyan, pareho kayo mag-isip ni Mang Charo eh. Charing! Ako talaga. Naki-level kay Mang Charo. Okay, more 67 questions more. Charing, go sis.
Hello,
Ay, namamala.
Parang Jing Javier po, Amazing Jing for Life, that last po. Halimbawa, sa pag nag-showing niya She's the One, ano hong gusto niya impression ang ma-recall ng mga tao after watching the movie, anong klaseng message, ang gusto po ninyong ibarating sa mga tao?
Sabi ko ito? Hindi, pinag-discuss nga namin ni Derek yan nung isang gabi kung tungkol ba saan talaga itong pelikulan to. Kasi it's not just a best friend story. A lot of people think it's a best friend story, but Derek, May, and I were discussing that it's also an epiphany story. It's a second chances story. Kasi epiphany na, yun nga, like what the trailer is saying, what would it take losing someone for you to realize that she's the one? You have to learn to appreciate what you have before it becomes what you had, diba? And also, second chances kasi it's Kat, yung character ni Bea, Kat's second chance at youth, Kat's second chance at finding love, but at the same time, it's also about Wacky's second chance at, finally manning up and being brave to say and to make the other person feel that I do love you. I think, sana paglabas mo ng pelikula, ang maramdaman mo, di ba? Parang mas pahalagahan mo kung sino yung mga nasa paligid mo at kung sino man ang darating sa buhay mo, pahalagahan mo kasi may matututunan ka dun sa tao yon. Hindi man siya ang the one, baari namang may matutunan ka sa kanya. Or kung yung best friend mo naman, hindi siya ang the one mo, tingnan mo anong naibigay niya sa buhay mo. Baka inihahanda ka nun for the one. Parang, siguro yun ang makukuha niyo sa...
Naiyang tuloy ako.
Or,
wala siya, kasi best friend, diba? Parang inahanda ka ng best friend mo. But for the one.
Or po pwede rin naman, it's a story about courage or being brave about love. Na what if wala ka ng second chance? Diba? Parang life is too short. I mean, kung meron kang gustong sabihin, sabihin mo. Life should be simple. Kay EJ, sabihin mo na yan.
Yes, diba? Napaka-powerful itong hapon na po, ha? About emotions and love. Si ano kaya? Liza, you have something to say about the message ng movie?
Like what she said, I want, like when people finish watching the movie, I want them to be more appreciative of the people around them, to yung pahalagaan po talaga nila kung anong meron sa kanila and what they've taught one another.
Nice. Direct May.
Love knows no age and no time. Kasi parang, you know, Waki wasn't ready nung earlier part ng life niya, but there is a perfect time for it. Love knows no age because, you know, when you think this story kasi Waki, si Ding Dong turned 30, parang kala mo, di ba, parang nandun ka na sa, ano na yung 30 ka na parang lumagpas na siguro yung age for them. And there's Enrique who's younger, so there's no age for it. You cannot say when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. So, yun.
Anton.
Agree ako sa sinabi ni Bea. You have to be brave enough to say or to do what you have to get what you want or to make the other person know that you love them. Kasi malaking panghihinayang. Actually, yun din the movie's about tungkol sa pagkakataon, panghihinayang, sa pagbawi ng mga pagkakataon na nawala. So, ayun. So, kailangan lahat tayo paglabas sana ng pelikula, maramdaman natin na masabi natin dun sa mga tao, kung mayroon man tayo mga hindi nasasabi or napaparamdam sa mga taong mahal natin, na gawin na natin, sabihin na natin, bago pa huli ang lahat.
Ay! Bago mahuli ang lahat. Melay.
In addition po to what has been said, sana, ang gusto ko sana maramdaman ng mga tao after watching the movie, kasi nga, appreciation for the people you love, appreciation for everybody around you. And parang, one of the most difficult things kasi in life is facing regret. And ang hirap kapag dumating ka sa point na nagre-regret ka kasi you didn't have the chance or parang you didn't take that opportunity. So sana, yun yung ma-realize ng mga tao na take that chance and opportunity. Kasi you'll never know when pag wala na siya, diba? Parang all you have is regret and yun, mahirap siya. So,
Direct happy ending ba to, Bay? Paano may... Ano bang ending nito? Gusto ko lang mapanood, I swear.
Ay, ka makaka-relate ka.
Ay, talaga? Sorry. Okay, ayan si
Follow-up
James.
question. Kay Miss Bea. If for example, sa tunay na buhay, meron kang best friend na katulad ni Waki, pero not necessarily ikaw yung nasa sapatos sa shoe ni Kat, ha? Bali, confident ka ni Waki. Paano mo siya papayuhan? Na wag na niya palagpasin yung pagkakataon instead of dumating yung time na magkaroon siya ng regret. Paano mo papayuhan si Waki?
Kung gusto ko magtapat siya sa akin or sa ibang babae.
Ikaw yung best friend niya, pero may ibang babae siyang gusto.
May ibang babae siyang
papayuhan?
gusto. Kagaya ng pinag-uusapan po natin ngayon, I think sayang is the saddest word. Regret. I think talaga yan talaga. So, kung meron kang kailangan gawin, kahit magmukha ka ng tanga, kahit na siguro, hindi, totoo yan. Of course, you should have self-respect. Pero, mas mahirap yung ikaw yung may panghihinayang. Kasi alam mo, it's a nightmare na hindi mo talaga yan matatakasan. Yun.
Kaka-intrigan na yung movie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jane. Siguro mga 3 more questions and sa side na to kaya. Busy sa busy sa pagte-text sa sariling mundo. Sorry. Si Christoph hindi magtatanong. Si ano ulit? Si June.
One last question for Miss Vanessa. Kasi di ba, ako personally, I'm a big fan of rom-com. And when Korean novelas already have proliferated sa Philippine television, I watch it. What do you think, or in your opinion, yung malaking influence ng Korean novelas sa writers ngayon, specifically in writing for romance or romantic comedies for movies or even
sa kanya
television?
ko may influence pa.
Yes.
Meron bang influence sa mga Korean dramas na to?
masyadong nanonood ng Korean novel. Wala akong time.
Mas malalo siya.
Wala akong time. Hindi, alam mo lagi namin ito dinidiscuss sa Star Cinema na nagbabago ang taste ng tao, nagbabago ang gusto nila sa romance, no? Siguro, kung meron distinct kasi to the Asian novela, I'd say Korean, Japanese, Chinese. There's something kasi in the way they characterize the man that is so different from the way we characterize the man, no? The man in the Korean novela is parang may sense of honor palagi and very held together, very nasa ilalim lahat at hindi siya necessarily nagpapakita through grand gestures na klase ng character. Pinapakita niya siguro in small ways. Parang feeling ko kasi the Asian man, ang idea ng Asian man of what it means to be an honorable or loving man is ganito kayo fulfill your responsibilities. Kasi very paternal ang Asian society, no? So, parang kailangan din may fidelity sa babae. That's, I think, very critical in the Asia novela. Tapos yun, very, nasa ilalim yun yung ano. Hindi ko masasabi talagang nakaka-apekto yun sa pagsusulat. Kasi parang feeling ko pag nagsusulat ka ng kwento, sundan mo kung ano yung totoo. Hindi ko siya gagawin Korean kung Pilipino siya. Hindi ba gano'n? Hindi ko siya pipiliting maging Korean. So parang pag sinusulat mo yung karakter, kung ano lang yung totoo, hindi ko siya pipiliting mag-put on ng airs na hindi kanya. So kailangan yung sentimiento ng Pinoy, hindi naman kami gumagawa ng pelikula, alam mo yun, para magpa-impress ng kung sino-sino lang. Gumagawa kami ng pelikula para sa Pilipino, di ba? Yun naman ABS-CBN, Star Cinema, in the service of the Filipino worldwide. So,
Happy 60 years, Vanessa! Happy 60 years!
Empleyado lang talaga.
December na.
Hindi, pero seryoso talaga. Kasi kailangan maging totoo siya sa kung ano yung nararamdaman, pinagdadaanan ng Pinoy. May mga ibang bagay na hindi ko pwedeng i-impose. Kahit ko sabihin, kaya ang hirap sabihin i-remake ang isang bagay kasi may mga nababago. Feeling ko for example, pag nanonood tayo ng mga Korean novela, sa atin, tinatanggap natin yun kasi foreigner natin sila tinitingnan. Pero gawin mo yun sa Pinoy, like naalala ko yung Meteor Garden, nung una lumabas, talaga yung sinusuntok-suntok si Sunshine, na parang sabi ko, pag ginawa mo natin sa Pinoy na babae, parang, di ba, pupupugin mo yung lalaki, di ba, or something like that. Pero tinatanggap mo yun kasi you don't understand their culture and they have a very different way of looking at things. So, tinatanggap mo siya. Pero gawin mo yun sa Pinoy, hindi mo siya pwedeng gawin ganun So there are some things that are really lost in translation. So what happens to us as writers, as creators, is we just stay true to the intention of the story and you stay true to what your audience expects of you. Especially in Star Cinema, we take it very seriously that when you enter the cinema house, we enter into a contract with you. The ticket that you pay for is a contract between you and us. That you are expecting... Seriously, I mean, seriously, diba? I think you're expecting to have a good time. You're expecting that your 2 hours was worth it. Kasi you took time off, you paid for it, you paid for your commute, you paid for your food, you paid for your date. It has to be worth your time. And so, we have to constantly think about you. What would enthrall you? What would make you fall in love? What would make you cry? And sometimes, sinasabi sa amin na, alam mo yun, boring kami, na hindi na nakakapag-isip ng bago. We keep doing the same things. Pero lagi ko naman sinasabi, but that's what you keep going to the cinema for. And that's what we give you. So, sometimes ayokong sabihin na, hindi, we go the Korean route. We do what the Koreans are doing. It works for them because it's for them. Filipino films, I think, are for Filipinos, but I think we're at that point where we're doing it in a very world-class way. So, hindi ko talaga masasabi na gagamitin mo lahat ng influences. It helps. I think it puts you on your toes and talagang conscious ka na kailangan maganda to kasi may options ang tao. Pero, totoo ka lang. Sa Pinoy, ano ang Pinoy at paano nagmamahal ang Pinoy? Ganun lang pag nagkukwento.
pag may Korean character na siya sa pelikula niya, doon lang siya magsasalita about Korean influence.
One last question.
Go.
Picking up from what you've mentioned, that I believe you really are a good writer.
Come on.
Harry Potter was crafted by J.K. Rowling. Parang sa akin, it was it was done in a parang character-driven way of writing the story. As a writer, would you prefer doing a story na or a particular film na story-driven ba siya or character-driven?
Kasi parang feeling ko lahat ng story nagsisimula sa tao. Yun eh. Kasi hindi ka mo pwedeng magkwento ng kwento tungkol sa bato. Walang ganun eh. Ang kwento laging tungkol sa tao. Even kung gumawa ka ng documentary tungkol sa penguins, you treat them as if they're human beings. So, I think you always have to go with the character. And I want to refer back to your question kanina about the Asian influence. I think when you tell a story about universal experiences, universal emotions, regardless of language, it will appeal to other people kasi universal nga siya. Like for example, my sister tells me that her Japanese friends sobrang love na love ang One More Chance. Na nung pinapanood nila, they wanted to come here to Manila and have you guys sign the poster or something like that. They were fans because I think they could relate to the feeling na meron yung kwento. And same thing with The Mistress, na kahit foreigner, umiiyak dun sa pelikula kasi universal lang. So, talagang feeling ko, I mean, limited naman na experience ko bilang writer. Pag nagkukwento ka, simulan mo sa tao kasi yung tao ang gumagalaw. Yung tao ang nagdidesisyon, siya ang namimili kung saan siya pupunta. At siya ang susundan ko, masasaktan ba siya? Iiyak ba siya? Tatawa ba siya? Kasi pag hindi ka nakarelate dun sa character, di-disengage ka sa kwento eh. And babalik rin ako dun sa sinasabi ni EJ na si Bea can pull off any character. It helps if you have an actress, an actor who will give life to the character in such a way that you relate, diba? And then you also should have a director who will craft the story in a way that will be engaging for the viewer. So, nagsasama-sama yun sa kwento. Hindi ko masasabi na plot, laging karakter, laging sino. Pag nagkukwento kami, sino ba siya? Kahit tanong yung sila Bea, pag nagkukwento kami sa pitching, sino ang character mo? Laging ganon, sino ka? Hindi ko kinukwento, nag-start yung kwento sa nung pinanganak ka. Hindi, nag-start ang kwento sa'yo, sino ka? Ganon kami magkwento sa Star Cinema.
Nice, no? We learned something.